70 feet, 40 something.
Looks perfect. But like you say, they haven't been able to two-boat test, which Team USA have managed to do, which is a massive strength. And in some ways, sadly, we didn't probably push them quite as hard as Oracle's stablemate has pushed them.
So that's Team New Zealand with their chase boats. They're the only people allowed on that course right now. It is closed territory.
Well, nice look here. We see the flood tide. We heard the guys talking about it a little bit here. It is changing over. It's past max flood now, the ebb tide building here. So it is going to be pretty neutral for this race and then more ebb later on.
Bob, I had a blonde moment. It's Princeton. That's why they're all.
So they're just going to keep pushing here. Listen on board.
Take a little one? Yeah, if you can, Samir. Little wet.
To me, it looks like from this shot, they do sail a little bit lower than Emirates Team New Zealand. So maybe they've got a little bit more width in the queue. Now he can just bear away on his own time.
An amazing start from Emirates Team New Zealand. Gives them the lead at mark number 1. This time the Delta only 2 seconds over Oracle Team USA.
And it's all going to come down to this first jog here. Both boats going basically the same speed. And just pulling the angle and, you know, there's a little wobble there on board, but not a major issue. And they're just going to go lay low from here and pick the lay on around the bottom mark.
20 seconds, you can hear them on board. That's Ray Davies talking to Dean. On to the next jibe.
And as you can see at the top of the picture there, Oracle Team USA also jibing and following because that's the way the race course goes. He's just going to be thinking, all right, we'll just keep pushing here and just keep waiting for our opportunity.
Nice tap there by Emirates Team New Zealand. Rolling right up into a home line.
Of course, as the fans are treated to a fantastic view off of Marina Green in the America's Cup Village, halfway up this upwind lane.
They're talking to you folks out there. Here comes Oracle. Let's give them a cheer when they come by.
Amazing pitches. It looks like Team New Zealand attacking slightly better. What you can see is that.
This guy's doing, what is that called? Oh. That's gymnastics.
The other guy's pulling it down.
And the mainsail pulling them right over.
Yeah.
So we do have a chase boat nearby. If you guys need a hand, right behind you there's a boat. Wave to them. Chase boat number 6 is over right on your right. If you want a hand, wave to them. Okay, they're getting their feet wet. They gotta let the main out. That's the big sail in the back for the boat to be able to come back up. All right, they're back up. The main's been let out. Whoa! The other way? Not quite. Oh, okay. Do you guys think these boats are tippy or what? Fisher and Pagel taking off right now with Rollo, guy that was just talking to me from New Zealand, on the helm and his crew. Check that hull going down.
Behind the wheel of Emirates Team New Zealand is Dean Barker, who defended the Cup in 2000 and then lost in 2003. Since then, he's been on a quest to get it back. That almost happened in 2007 until the Kiwis fell to the Swiss defender Alinghi. That's a mistake they did not plan. Not quite straight, it was zigzag.
Yeah, it's a little bit zigzag, and I think that's to do with the puffs that are on the race course. It's quite a puffy venue here, so you can see where they're obviously going low and fast. Get rid of the hull, get it out of the water, get rid of the drag, and the whole time you're sailing it, you are having lift on the foil. And you can see on the left-hand side of this picture, they're just starting to lift the bow, and every now and then the whole hull comes out, but the last thing you want is too much lift because then you get massive leeway. Foiling upwind and obviously a right-hand shifting, so they're pulling the bow down, trying to get the boat to go fast.
You guys see that underneath them? They're going fast enough to finally do it.
On board,
It's a really strong position tactically there from Ray Davies. The best way for Oracle to make gains here and make passing manoeuvres to get on the opposite tack. And Emirates Team New Zealand have done a good job of just staying close to them the whole way down the run. And for us as a viewer, it's great because we get to see now which is the faster of the two boats, and they're also probably having a nice little check in themselves.
On board with Emirates Team New Zealand.
As we always thought, but Emirates are doing a great job of getting their boat around the racetrack.
Dean Barker told us in a press conference earlier that if you lead around the top mark going into the final run, it's going to be very hard for the trailing boat to pass. He's in a defensive mode at this point.
Aviation AC SS Z10. Oh, good save.
Nice, way to go, guys. Keep the mast pointing up.
Oh, there we go again. Well, that's what we were talking about. That wind coming in and going away really quickly. They have to be on their toes at all times, huh?
Well, just a little puffy here, and they get dropped down in there behind the seawall here.
25 knots.
That's very unfortunate.
We went up
But, 2 years from
We
now,
sailed up
hopefully
into
you'll
Canada
smash that
one year,
record, John.
and when we got up
Actually, I
there,
think
there
when we
was
come back, we're
all
going to
these
try to do
boats
a
getting ready to do
three-generation
the race
regatta on
from
OEX. We're going to
Canada
go with my
to
father-in-law
Maui,
and try to bring my kids along.
Right
Victoria
on.
to Maui.
Well, very cool boat,
We had all
John.
these
Very cool effort you guys put together
multi-million-dollar
for the
race boats
Transpac.
out there, their
A few
crews,
extra
their
boards
families.
and maybe a little bit better setup so you can replace them and repair them quickly. But you know, I have a personal
idea it was
connection
gonna
with your
be there.
boat.
We just sailed
I
in,
actually
and here
bought
we
that
see all
Orma
these
60
yachts, and we're like,
over in Spain when I was with
whoa.
Artemis, and we modified it. And of course, not 72, but 73 feet long, so it clearly couldn't be construed as a 72. But we always
It's out there.
The level of racing we've had has been higher. I mean, the fact is that we've been head-to-head around the racetrack.
One more to launch.
And it's all about technology and the fastest boat. You know, some people talk about it's a match race. You know, the match racing is just what happens, but the reality is the America's Cup has always been about representing a country and having the fastest boat out on the water. Representing a yacht club, actually. It looks like a red mainsail, but it's really just a bunch of red letters. They're from Auckland Sailing Club. That's David McDermott with Andrew Archibald and Mark Overington on the bow. So that boat way outside there, I'm not sure if they've overstood or not. Hard for us to tell. We don't have the helicopters up anymore, Bob.
You know, we're a lot smarter with the helicopters on the TV. No, but I don't think they'll why the Yamaha in particular, they seem to have all the weight back and they're really almost bouncing a little bit. The bow is so light. Is that fast?
Well, it's a lot faster than stuffing the nose in and pitch pulling. And you got to remember, in these boats, they don't have foils like on the America's Cup boats that can lift the bow. And the only thing that they can do to really lift the bow and prevent the bows from going down is getting your weight all the way back. And when it gets really, really windy, you pull the spinnaker in hard and pull the main in hard. But the pitching, like you're seeing on Yamaha right now, is just a function of you're going through a lot of waves.
Do you pull the spinnaker in and kind of hold it for the most part, just have like a 6 or 8 inch difference? Oh, look at that.
No, he didn't
tacked.
lay. He had to tack.
He's on port, he's give way boat. The rules are different in the America's Cup. If you're on port and you come into the mark, you have right away if you're on the inside. Not so much here. You have to stay behind him. He's actually ducking behind the starboard tack boat.
Well, first two lead boats right to the left of the South Tower. There they are at the weather mark. Look for them to turn down now.
And another one. Oh, right in front of the launch ramp. They're putting on a good show. This is how you bring the boat back up when you capsize. You jump on the dagger board and you tug and you tug and you tug on this line. And as the boat starts to come back up, they want to crawl into the boat. Look at the guy on the inside. He's ready to jump on the boat and steer it into the wind. If there was nobody on the boat when it came back up, it could just sail away. Now he's pushing. Oh, those guys are doing all the work, and that guy on the boat's ready to keep it upright if he can. They gotta let the main out. That's the big sail in the back. And again, these boats are super tippy. Good job, Maersk Line. All right, so now they gotta just try to get that boat under control and get away from the launch ramp. We do have people, if you're here on the driveway, please move out of the way from the launch ramp. We want to give these guys lots of room. As you can see, they're not the most tame animals. These boats are very, very particular. And if you've got bicycles, can you please move onto the grass area? You've got a boat right behind you. Kids with helmets, everybody out of the way. Thank you. Yamaha, next up. See all the stickers on their boats? That tells us who they're representing, who's paying their paycheck. We all know about Yamaha. Interesting, if you look at it from the other side, it says Ahamai. I've never seen all the letters be so symmetrical. Uh-oh. Did we lose another one? Yep. Those guys are learning what it's like to sail in San Francisco. All right, so again, crowd, give these guys lots of room. People, if you're standing in front of the boats, you need to move out of the way. Please move out of the way. Thank you. Lady in the orange shirt. Yeah, that's you. She's looking. Who is that person talking to me? Yeah, if you could stay behind the Kaiser Permanente, one of our sponsors, and everybody on the left side, watch the nose, watch the bow of that boat. We want to make sure their spinnaker pole doesn't hit you in the